Imagine waking up one morning and discovering your child has disappeared. No struggle, no warning, just a note left behind. In 1990, a teenage boy walked out of his home in Minnesota and was never seen again. More than 3 decades later, investigators still don't know what happened. This is the mysterious disappearance of Christopher Kerze. On April 20th, 1990, 17-year-old Christopher Kerze was living with his family in the quiet suburb of Eagan, Minnesota. Christopher was known as a smart and thoughtful teenager. He attended Eagan High School, where teachers described him as intelligent and creative. But like many teenagers, Christopher sometimes struggled with the pressures of school and growing up. No one around him suspected anything was seriously wrong. But that morning, something unusual happened. Christopher did not go to school. Instead, he stayed home. At some point during the day, he sat down and wrote a note to his parents. The note Christopher left behind was short, but deeply concerning. In it, he explained that he needed time to think. He told his parents not to worry. But he also wrote something that made investigators uneasy. Christopher wrote that he might harm himself. Then he left the house and disappeared. The abandoned car. Later that day, Christopher's parents realized something was wrong. Christopher was gone. Soon after, police discovered his car parked near Lebanon Hills Regional Park, a large wilderness park not far from the family home. The car was locked. Inside, investigators found Christopher's belongings. But Christopher himself was nowhere to be found. The discovery launched a massive search effort. Police officers, volunteers, and search teams began combing the woods surrounding the park. Dogs were brought in to track Christopher's scent. Helicopters flew overhead scanning the forests and lakes. The area around Lebanon Hills is large and heavily wooded. But search teams were determined to find the missing teenager. Days passed, then weeks. But the search turned up nothing. No footprints, no clothing, no sign that Christopher had ever been in the forest. It was as if he had simply vanished. Investigators began looking deeper into Christopher's life. Some friends said he had recently been interested in philosophy and deep thinking about life. Others said he seemed quiet, but not depressed. Police also discovered Christopher had withdrawn money from his bank account before disappearing. But it wasn't a large amount. Not enough to start a new life, which left investigators with more questions than answers. Over the years, many theories have been suggested. Some investigators believe Christopher may have planned to disappear and start a new life somewhere else. Others believe he may have gone into the woods and taken his own life. But if that happened, why was there never any trace of him? Search teams covered the area extensively, yet they never found a body. Another theory is that Christopher may have encountered someone after leaving his car. Someone who harmed him. But again, no evidence has ever confirmed that idea. More than 30 years later, Christopher Kerze remains missing. His family has spent decades hoping for answers. Investigators continue to keep the case open. But the mystery of what happened that day in April of 1990 remains unsolved. A teenager left home with a note. A car was found near a park. And then nothing. No evidence, no sightings, no answers. So, what do you think happened to Christopher Kerze? Did he disappear intentionally? Did something happen to him in the woods? Or is there another explanation that investigators have never discovered? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoy unsolved mysteries like this one, like and subscribe to Still Missing for more chilling disappearances and cold cases that investigators are still trying to solve. Because somewhere out there, someone is still missing.